Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kids Show. And today we're going to be talking about Dying Light 2. And funny enough, they start doing construction work when I'm going to talk on camera. Yes. Thank you, world. I really appreciate it. But, Solid Rev, his son, Liquid Rev, uh, discussed why he dropped the game. And I understand where he's coming from. It sucks. I know that he's a big fan of Dying Light because he mentioned it. I'm also a really big fan of Dying Light, but he was pretty hyped to play this game, the sequel, and unfortunately it didn't work out for him. But little homie, wait for a couple updates and then try it again. Because sometimes when it comes to gaming, man, sometimes you as the player gotta be in the right mood for it. Like my homie, my good buddy Blake, he uh he had Bayonetta sitting on his shelf for a very long time. And he was like, I want to play this, but I just don't feel like it right now. And then when he actually was just in the mood to play it, he finally played it. He's like, why the fuck did I wait this long to play this game? There have been games that I've played where I dropped them immediately because I just wasn't feeling them. And then when I go back to them years later, I'm just like, wow, why the fuck did I drop this game? This game's so good. Like it just happens. Just give it some time. Not years though. Definitely wait for a few updates and then try it again. But I'm gonna give my first thoughts on Dying Light 2. I've played it for about 30 hours to a normal human being that's like 15 because essentially whenever I play games, I have to double my playtime from everyone else's. So yeah, I guess you could say I played it for 15 hours. But my first impressions from those 30 hours is that this is a long fucking game. This is a really long game. It is an RPG. It is different from Dying Light while also being the same. And when it comes to the gameplay, I see the potential, but at the same time, everything's just locked again. And they leave your character so bare. Like your character can barely do anything. And it's kind of disappointing in that sense because with this being an RPG and this being a drawn out RPG, you're not able to do anything for a while. Like it is a very slow start. And it's not even like, oh, well, you just go through like the tutorial, then they unchain you. No, that's not how it is. It is, they give you the tutorial, I guess, but at the same time, it's not just the tutorial that's holding you back. It's the fact that everything is locked behind upgrades. And being able to upgrade Aiden as a character, it does take a lot of time and effort. Finding the things to upgrade stamina and health is kind of a pain in the ass. It really does feel drawn out. Aiden, I guess the way they get away with relocking everything and Dying Light again for you to unlock in the sequel is the fact that you're playing as a new character. Instead of playing as Crane, you're playing as Aiden. And so far, I mean, I like Aiden so far. His obviously he's trying to look for his sister. That's his main goal. Aiden had previously survived outside of the city that you're in, which they say is like a death sentence. But given how underpowered Aiden is, it's kind of hard to believe. It's like you it's a death sentence out there, Pilgrim. Like we're surprised that you survived. Meanwhile, my homie Gatling Hunter's like, if he takes 3 swings with a pipe, he's almost, if he was any more out of breath, he'd be dead. It's the truth, though. It's just so strange. Like it's not really believable when it comes to that in a sense. Um, the gameplay is fun, but you really do get a sense that it could be so much better. I see the potential. Like I like the idea of earning things, don't get me wrong, but when they feel like they make you feel like you're strapped to the ground, it kind of is disappointing. But what every upgrade I do get, I do feel the difference, which is really good. Um the game itself, like the gameplay feels kind of unbalanced. It's like Some boss fights really feel challenging, then other boss fights like feel like not so challenging, or like the character like the enemy's super gimmicky to the point where when you do figure out the gimmick, it's like it's given away. Like it's super easy. Um, like I was playing a part where there's this zombie that's like kind of like he just rams into shit. He's trying to ram into you like a football player or something, and like I died twice to him because I was hitting him, but I didn't realize what the character had was armor on him. So once I figured that out, I just hit him in the back twice and he was done. That was just so weird to me because I was like, oh, I died to this character twice. Meanwhile, it's a two hit, uh, technically mini boss fight. I guess it's really weird. Now the story, a lot of people say the story is shit in this game, but I'm really enjoying the story so far. Like it definitely feels like Dying Light story shit. Like sometimes it's pretty serious, and sometimes it's just goofy as shit. It is really weird. It's basically your warring factions. You get to choose what you want to do, who you want to help. I really like the options. Like I could definitely see replay value on New Game Plus with everything unlocked, and then you can go through the game choosing other options that differentiate the story. I think that's pretty cool. So, story so far from what I played, I'm really enjoying it. I actually do like Aiden as a character. We know that he's looking for his sister. That's his main motivation. Um, the side characters, they seem okay. Like, I don't have anything against them. Like, I'm not crazy about them either. It's like when it comes to like zombie survival games, characters don't really seem to matter as much to me. But that's just me personally. I'm kind of indifferent to the characters. Some of them are goofy as shit. Some of them, one of them I do hate. He's a fucking prick. Oh my god. It's character's kid brother, and he's such a dick. I just want to kill him. Like, he's kind of just a jerk. But uh, the story is interesting so far. I'm intrigued. Like, I'm in it. Who knows if it'll sour in the long run? We have to wait and see. Now, graphics. I'm playing on the PS5, and the graphics look okay. Like, I'm not thoroughly impressed. Sometimes the lighting looks nice, especially when it's like dawn or dusk. The lighting makes the game look so much better, depending on what time of day it is. Sometimes the game can be really fucking dark, though. Like, it kind of gets hard to see, but I feel as though that was intentional. But yeah, like so to make your flashlight a viable tool. So graphics, they're okay. It's running at 1080p. You're gonna get what you're gonna get out of that. In terms of performance, so it runs at pretty steady 60. Like I don't really encounter too many frame rate drops that I can notice. There is some screen tearing occasionally. Occasionally, I'm getting a very like a mini second flicker. I don't know why that's happening. Hopefully, a patch addresses that. It's it's not like super annoying, but it's noticeable, and it can kind of take you out of the experience a little bit. Same thing with the screen tear. It doesn't happen very often, but I do notice when it happens. It's performance. It's it's manageable, could be better, and that's on PS5. So I'm wondering how people playing on last gen, like how they're getting through this, because I think it's definitely probably a worse experience for them. I tried playing on quality and I think it's quality mode and uh resolution mode. To me, they're unfucking playable. I can't play that game at 30 FPS. It is really, really fucking bad. To me, the only option is quality. There's no like I can't justify any other mode. But that's just me. Some people would rather die than not have their 4K. And it's like, wow, that's crazy. To me the 4K doesn't really make that much of a difference. Um even I think that one of the modes has like I don't know, better lighting, whatever ray tracing. Whatever. The game runs at 30. Fuck that. Sorry, but just terrible. Um, let's talk about weapons and shit. So I really like that there's a lot of weapon variety and you can do customization. You have a bunch of tools like kunais and stuff. It's like it is really cool. I like that. I like that you can make them better over time. So you have to go to like one of the dudes that could upgrade the shit for you. So that's cool. Overall, I think that the weapons are cool. I haven't come across a gun yet. A lot of people saying that there's no guns in the game. Haven't come across a crossbow. Um, is it true? So I was looking at I was choosing who to side with. Apparently, the crossbow was like for one group, and I'm just like, so if I choose this other group, I can't use a crossbow. Is that the case? Let me know in the comment section down below if you do happen to know. But that would suck ass if that's the case. Um, Now, to me, the biggest problem with this game is there's no manual save. I immediately noticed that. My friends immediately noticed that. When I play an RPG, I have at least 10 plus saves. And I save very often because I'm not gonna risk like a situation where my shit gets corrupted and I only had one save and the auto save. No, I can't do that. The fact Techland decided to make it a full blown RPG with no manual save option is a terrible choice. Terrible, terrible choice. I know it probably has something to do with co op, but I'm not playing co op, I'm playing with myself. Um, y'all need to add a manual save feature if you're gonna make an RPG. My friend who was playing on PC, his save file got corrupted. Even on Steam, like the cloud save shit on Steam, all of it was corrupted. He had to start all over again. Basically, I think he downloaded the dev kit and just went like insane. He definitely took it out on the game. So, when he was talking to me about what he did, I was just like, oh my god, yeah. But that really fucking sucks. And he was quite into it. Like he was further than me, and at the time, and so the fact that that shit happened, it's concerning. I'm very concerned with the state of the game and how it definitely needs some updates to iron this shit out. If my save file got corrupted, I'd be devastated. Like it would be hard for me to go back because of how slow the beginning of the game is. And I'm playing on PS5, so I don't have the luxury of downloading the developer kit to basically go scorch earth on the game and rig it the way I want it to be. So that is probably my biggest concern, my biggest criticism for this game. So far, I've been enjoying it, but I feel as though it definitely could be better. Like my 60 hours in, I could tell is going to hopefully be better in terms of a gameplay perspective. It's going to be better than um, my first 30 hours in. Now, when it comes to like physics, and just the way the game has changed from Dying Light 1, and Rev talked about this and actually showed the differences, and I really do agree with him. Dying Light 1 just feels more satisfying when you're fighting zombies than in Dying Light 2. Like the physics in Dying Light 1 just seem better, at least early on. Now, if some of these upgrades make what you do, the crazy shit you do to zombies feel more satisfying, that's cool. Like I'm waiting to see how that turns out. But in terms of satisfaction, when you're fighting, when in terms of gameplay, Dying Light 1 just feels more satisfying. Like when you hit characters into the spikes, you don't get that like satisfying sound effect at the end that you got in Dying Light 1. To me, it's so disappointing because it's kind of like they just stick there and there's nothing really that it just doesn't feel right. It just feels like very lackluster, whatever. When meanwhile, he just ended a character real quick like that. So I don't know. It's weird. Dying Light 2 is fucking weird. Like I don't know what to say. Like I like it, but at the same time, when people criticize it, like I understand. to me, the biggest issue is no manual save. To me, that deserves so much criticism. Techland, how could you not fucking add manual save to an RPG, bro? People that play RPGs, we know what it is when it comes to saving your game. It's a must. But anyways, guys, have you been playing Dying Light 2? Let me know what your impressions are in the comment section down below. Has anyone beaten this game yet? I wonder, because like if I actually had time in my life, I would probably be super far ahead. I would at least have 60 hours, maybe even like 70 or 80. But since work consumes my entire life, it's been hard for me to play the game. But like this past weekend, I was on that shit like crazy. I was super into it because I was really hyped. And so far, I'm not disappointed, but could be better. But I'm still having fun. So yeah, guys, just an update on life. I'm about to build my PC. I'm getting my AIO today. That is the last part I need. I'm gonna do a video like just showing the stuff that I got, and then basically like the stuff that I got to build my PC, and then after building it, if I manage to build it, let's be real now. There's a serious chance that I may just fuck this up entirely because it's me. Like I fucked up trying to change the buttons on my Joy-Con, my original Switch Joy-Con. I fucked it up so bad that they're still sitting there halfway open because I can't close them. So, as someone who can't even switch the buttons down on the Joy-Con, I'm building a PC. So yeah, I'm gonna need all the luck in the world. So wish me luck, guys. Um, Hopefully, be like, I'm gonna make a video talking about it. If you're interested in building a PC, man, even despite the situation it is, go for it. To me, at this point, I feel as though PC is the be all end all of gaming. Like that's the one thing at this point I can depend on. That's gonna be like what it is. It's not gonna change very much. I'm kind of concerned with console gaming at this point. Things is getting a little weird. So I always like to broaden my horizons so that if shit goes south, I got somewhere to escape to. I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket, but I bought a bunch of games for this event of my new PC. I'm super hyped. I want to play a bunch of shit. I think the thing I'm interested in playing the most probably is Monster Hunter Rise. That on PC looks sick in comparison to how it looks on the Switch. So yeah, that's just what's going on lately. Anyways, guys, with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.
They were in the yard. Come on, maybe I didn't steal all of them. Lucky few the infected showed up. Everyone scattered, probably leaving the bombs behind. Don't know why they didn't steal them. They were right under their noses. Morons. Fucking hell.